Welcome, everybody, to What's Your Bacon in 7 Questions. One take is how we do this.
Always.
We are Bacon's My Podcast. Our special guest today is Torri Weidinger, indie singer-songwriter. She just released the highly anticipated sophomore album, Bunny with Tunnel Vision, which you should definitely check out.
Yes.
That came out recently, November 14th. The singles I'm a Bunny with Tunnel Vision, Living to Work, Floating, and Big Red Eyes are all out right now. You can check them all out. The whole record is out. You can stream it everywhere.
Yes.
The videos for Floating and Big Red Eyes are awesome. I watched both of them a few times today. Very cool videos. You can check those out on Torri's YouTube page. Welcome to What's Your Bacon in 7 Questions. How are you in this seamless one-take transition of your first podcast?
I'm doing fantastic here.
She's like, I'm watching you guys fall apart.
It's funny because this is her first podcast, and I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah, we just try and hit it all. You know what I mean? Try and make
totally.
sure.
Also,
it could be both.
Before we keep going, also, I am non-binary, so I use they, them pronouns.
Yes, I saw that, and that was my mistake. Yeah. Sorry about that.
So. No, it's all good. I just want to let you know right at the start, so we don't get.
Definitely, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah. So we were talking a little bit before we jumped on about the release show. So how was the release show? You just did a release show in Brooklyn. I know you've just got off tour. Pretty much just got off tour. You've done all kinds of crazy shows. How did the release show compare to the shows on tour? And how was it for you? How did you feel about it?
Absolutely. Tour was fantastic. I opened for a girl named Tom. We started in the Midwest and went up to New Jersey. Didn't play a New York show, but it was easy to go home from there, which was awesome. Nice. But for them, I was just playing solo. So it was a stripped down version of all my songs. But for the release show, it was full band, and it was really special because my producers live in LA. So I flew them out 2 days before the show. We had one rehearsal, 3 hours, and then we wrapped the stage for like 100 people. So it was crazy. Awesome. The energy was wild. Spent 2 years coming for this release. So it meant a lot to me to have my producers, my best friends there. And it was a great show.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Where was it again?
It was at Elsewhere, Zone 1.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Very cool. That's a cool place.
I haven't been there yet.
Yeah.
I haven't been to that one yet.
Yeah, I've been there once. And it's a really cool vibe there. It's like most of Brooklyn is like a really cool vibe.
Everything's got a cool vibey, like their own. Every place has its own little kind of like thing going on for it. You walk in and you're like, oh, this is unique.
I feel like their Gold Sounds, Meadows, and what's the other one that's like attached to the Meadows? I forget what. I think that's the smaller one. Those are all like I love those places. Yeah.
So full band is somewhat
it's the small room,
new, right? For this record.
Yes.
Or a little bit of a departure. How long have you? What made you decide to go full band, and how long have you been kind of doing that or toying with that?
Yeah, it's kind of a loaded question because I am a classical cellist, so that's what I grew up playing in high school and college, and I played cello in a lot of people's bands. It took me a long time to get from being a cellist to an artist. Probably only the past few years, I think the perception has changed around my art from being a cellist to a songwriter. So when I was about 22, I had these collection of songs that I had written all throughout college, and I was sort of shopping them around with producers, and no one really saw the vision, perhaps, and so I just said, fuck it, I'm going to do it myself. So I paid a friend of mine to engineer, and I recorded almost all the parts on my album, All in Good Time. And the only thing I didn't know how to do was arrange with drums. I had never done that with my music before. So I made a whole record without drums, without bass, without really any electric guitar. And so when I saw good feedback from that album, I was starting to jam with my friends and my producer who made this album with me. Both of them really, but we were like, wait, I think I could do full band. So I really love Adrian Linker, Big Thief, Julia Jacqueline, Andy Schaaf, these sort of spacey, airy full band arrangements of folk sounding singer-songwriter music. And so we really leaned into that. And when I met up with my producers to start recording the first few songs, we just said, fuck it, let's do full band every single song. So it took us a while to figure out what my sound would be with drums, vocally, like with the instruments, everything. But I think it makes a lot of sense. So it's a cool, like, going forward, I think I now have established a new sound and sort of a space in a new genre bending way that I really enjoy existing in.
Yeah, it's really cool because it does have the music does have those folk elements to it, the very like singer-songwriter folk elements to it. But you're right, there is a little bit of that spacey indie, little bit of avant-garde type stuff that's happening in there too, and it's woven in a cool way. So I definitely hear that. I definitely think that's super cool. Was there anything like as a songwriter? I'm sure when you're writing these songs. Or maybe you're thinking in terms of everything that could be happening during them, or maybe you're thinking of them as just like, what are my lyrics? What are my melody? What am I trying to get out of me into this song? Was there anything that like transitioning it to a full band, like really changed a song on you? Or is everything kind of like, you kind of knew where you wanted to go on everything?
It's a good question. I think when I'm writing a song, I try to ignore everything else. And it's sort of one of those things where I think any of my other songs that I've released that haven't been full band could have been reimagined in that way. But once we started recording the first few songs, I sort of had that in the back of my mind as I was writing the lyrics. Okay, does this rhythm match? Like, what's the drum beat because I'm not a drummer, so it's really hard for me to imagine what that could be. So a few of the songs we did actually like had to just play around so much about what the drum could possibly be doing here. And it actually worked out really cool. I think our drum parts are actually really unique, but there are some songs that I specifically referenced certain songs to sound like my song OJ and Champagne. I'm so inspired by Tom Odell. Did I say his name? Tom Odell. Spinning, like this really slow swung beat. I wanted to keep it like almost exactly like that track, and then it's very similar in some ways. But yeah, definitely referenced a lot of my favorite artists, like Slow Pulp too. Big Red Eyes was definitely inspired by them. I love like the soft vocal with that sort of rock sound. So yeah, probably multiple different ways there, but
yeah, the dynamics are very prevalent in that song. Like it's definitely got a really cool dynamic to it. Like the nerdy side of songwriter for me is like the friends I have that are really kind of in that like singer-songwriter folk place, you know, that like the old sidewalk cafe crew type of thing. I noticed that when they're writing, they have an interesting, because they're not writing with drums, there tends to be, when you start to put drums to it, it's like, oh, what time signature is this in? Where are the accents in this song? Because a lot of it's based around where the vocal has an accent, or where some intensity is brought in. And so it's interesting to kind of like put drums in. Percussion's one thing, but to put like drums in later, or think of it later, is kind of like, how do we approach this?
Totally, yeah. A lot of my songs are a lot of finger picking too. They're really it's sort of like meditative. It's very similar all throughout. I'll write strophic a lot too, which is basically just verse, no chorus. So I really had challenged myself to be a little bit more formulaic with a lot of these songs, sort of reach a bigger audience in that way. But yeah, I mean, even my song Floating, which was one of the singles, every section, the drums are different, which is really cool to me. I think that was something we tried to keep a value within this record as well. Every song is different, but also every section and every song is different. So it gives you a taste of this really good feeling, and then boom, you're to the chorus and you're in the next section. So
that's really cool. I like that approach.
Thank you. Yeah, we try to do it in a way where it was ever evolving. We're also, it's not changing too quickly. You get the good feeling, but then you're on to the next.
As a cellist, do you, when you approach vocal melody, do you hear in like, if that was your first instrument, is that a thing that kind of informs your vocal melodies, or are you able to kind of like separate the two and be like, well, no, this is an accompanying instrument now to this versus being the main thing?
Yeah, that's interesting. Because I started on piano when I was really young, and then I switched to cello. But I feel like I see the piano more than I do the cello.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think the cello more as I honestly use the guitar more, I feel like, when I'm writing melodies, but I'm super inspired by R&B. Like D'Angelo's like always been my top artist. So people who sing R&B always tell me they can hear that in my voice just because of the runs that I do or the certain inflections that I have, which is, I think is also an interesting element to add to like folk singer-songwriter.
Right.
But I try to place the cello in the spaces where my voice isn't, which it's funny. There's like a psychological fact that the cello is the most loved instrument among humans because it does sound the most tonally to a human voice.
Yeah, that's one of the
Yeah.
reasons I was asking. Just because some of
Yeah.
your melodies and some of your runs, I could hear, like if you were to play them, would make total sense
Totally.
on a cello. So
Yeah, I sometimes love doing that as well, playing the exact melody that I'm singing. It adds a cool, like almost a double vocal effect. But yeah. But I try to, honestly, there's like this mid-range the cello usually takes up that is the sweet spot that everyone knows. But you'll hear on my record, most of the time the cello is really low, has this bass register, and it's in the violin register. A lot of people have asked me if there's violin on any of my songs, like Bunny with Tunnel Vision. There's really high notes I'm playing all the way up on the fingerboard.
Wow.
But it's all cello, no other strings.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah, I love that. I love that you're looking to genre bend too, because that's kind of what, there's only so many sounds out there. So like, if you're not pulling from a lot of different inspirations, I feel like you just fall into that, like, there's that metalcore thing where just like every metalcore
here's the sounds you're allowed to use in your style.
Pop punk thing, and everybody just sounds like that. And then there's like that Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift in a lot of ways, like, because she kind of just went over to what Sabrina is doing, and it's just very much just a pretty even keel all the way around. The chorus, it doesn't really pop like big or anything like that. It's just like, okay, cool. There's no dynamic.
Yeah, dynamics are important, but I like the idea of genre bending just for the simple fact of don't tell me what sounds I'm allowed to use, right? Because I'm in a genre. You know, like.
Well, I'm so annoying too. I'm such a Enneagram 4 wing 3. Like I'm always wanting to be the most unique. Like I swear, like I think it's just my nature, and my art and my songs are just me. To just try to, I just am so unabashedly, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I've always been that way. I've like always been sort of stubborn. So I like doing when it comes to music.
It's your art, so you need to be. You know what I mean? Like
it means, it ends up meaning a lot. I mean, I write for my healing, for my growth, for my understanding of my own emotional state, and to process what's going on in the world. So it really is just a manifestation of that.
I always like to think of like songwriting, everything about a song, if I'm writing it or if I'm a part of writing it, everything about it is for me to kind of get something out, achieve something, learn something, create something, but it has to be intensely personal, so that then when the song comes out, then it's not about me ever again, because then I put it out. So then
you've exercised that demon.
Right. And then it's for, if somebody stumbles on it and it speaks to them, then cool. I found a buddy. You know what I mean? Like I found somebody. And that's how you find your fans. And that's how you find your, I've always kind of thought of it that way. It's like up until the point of its release, it's what I want, how I want, and how I feel like it. Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah. You can't hold back, and you can't like dilute yourself to like fit. I hate that.
Totally, yeah. I feel like I've felt a huge release this month, letting go of these songs. First one I wrote was almost 3 years ago now, so
Nice.
It's been nice to. I mean, there's so many characters in it too. I think I counted 17 different people I reference stories that I have, and there's 13 songs. So it's like I really try to be telling stories and writing about people that I know I need to let go of.
It's a cool transformative experience when you finally get to play them. I'm sure the release show was like you said, an exorcism before. It's like that. You're finally like, here.
Yeah.
you take this now.
Please.
You take this now.
Please take it.
Right.
I'm done. Yeah. Which is funny because normally the album comes out and it's like, okay, go time, promote, market.
Right.
I'm like, ooh, okay, now I get to go off in my own dreamland for the next year and do my next thing. But it's funny how the industry works. You have to I guess you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. But
yeah. I mean, it's like when the album starts. Usually, it's like when the album comes out. That's what a lot of people. That's why a lot of local bands fail, is because they go, okay, I released this album, work done. It's like,
right.
That's where it starts.
You got to get people to hear it.
That's where it starts.
You got to go play. You got to let people know.
Totally. It's sort of my least favorite part of being an artist, I think.
I think it's everybody, especially now with the, social media is such a double-edged sword.
Right.
And streaming is a double-edged sword. And it's just like,
you need to learn how to print t-shirts and be an influencer.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
No. And you don't have to. I've been wrestling with myself all year about how I want to exist in the music industry, if I want to exist in the music industry. Mm-hmm. And I think it's really just comes down to knowing yourself and your values and what you're willing to do, what you're not, and what keeps you feeling authentic. And I think authenticity is more important than whatever the world says success is. And 100%. To me, what I've done so far, even however I showed up for myself, however I didn't, that's authenticity. I did it. So it's that's success to me, the fact that I was able to make this album and put it out. So it's sort of just trying to relieve the pressure in all the ways you can, really. That's how you find love for yourself.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great way to think of it. I'm glad to hear anybody that I hear kind of is internalizing it that way. I appreciate.
Yes.
Because I have that a bit of that too. It's like I want to do it the way I want to do it. I don't want to have to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do that. So I'm not gonna.
I mean,
if you can find your people, and then you can communicate with your people in the ways that you feel good about communicating, so that you're being real the whole time, and you don't feel like a car salesman, and you don't feel like then I think you're doing it right. And if that means that it takes you a little bit longer to find your people, or if it means that your people are it's a smaller group than what someone else might say you need to do, or whatever label anybody wants to put on it. If you find your thing and you find your people and you're putting out things that mean something to them and they mean something to you, and you create a connection, that's why we're here. In my opinion, that's the point.
How many of the greats died before they ever got any fame too? It's like Nick Drake died at 26.
Yeah, you're right.
To me, it's like the value is creating good art. The rest is up to the wind. We're ants on a floating rock. None of that shit matters.
You're so right. You're so right.
Yeah.
You've made it. It's out. You're immortal. It's going to do whatever it's going to do.
It's there. It's out there forever.
It's forever out there.
The most beautiful thing in the world. I mean, and think about the bands that I look up to that have gotten success. It took them a long ass time.
Yeah.
And they were doing other Jeff Buckley even says, I'm gonna butcher this quote. I think he says the quote is "There's no art without ordinary life."
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that's really beautiful. I feel like the best albums over the next decade are going to be from dentists and from electricians and just ordinary people who, I mean, one of my favorite albums is Linda Perhack's album that she put out. It's the only album she put out in the 70s, Living in Laurel Canyon. She was a dental hygienist. Like, didn't tour anything. All her music's in movies, like and Molly Drake, Nick Drake's mom. She didn't even put those songs out. And that album's one of the most, all the songs are the most beautiful songs and people still connect to. So yeah, I mean, the timelessness of art, I think, is where my value system is. And I think it's like the true beauty of doing what I do.
Your reach does not determine your worth.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's a hard thing to hold in the music industry, the way that the systems are set up. I think there's a lot.
Before we know what the music industry is about, when we're all like growing up and we're like, I want to be a musician, or I feel like I'm a musician, and it's like, I want to do this. Whatever visions we have of what that is, once we get in, it doesn't matter what that vision is or who your idols are. Once you get in, there's still a rude awakening of what it actually is. And it's like, oh, no musicians run the music industry?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So no one's going to understand me then. You know, like I got in this because I'm a misfit and I found my tribe. Mm-hmm. And then I get into the business side of it and there's none of my tribe in that side of it.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why is that? You know, and you can go down a million rabbit holes as to why that is, but it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of like, okay, so how do I do this then? What's important to me, and how do I just stay true to that, whatever that is. If huge success, you know, and fame is important to you, and that's your thing, then go for it with everything you got, you know, and be that thing. Yeah. But if it's not, don't fake it. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I've always highly respected people that have had stage names or like a different persona, because I feel like the separation between self and your art is it can be important. I don't know if it's necessary, but when you are like Torri Weidinger, when you're your artist name, it's like you have to like understand that you are a product in some way, shape, or form. You don't have to live by that, but at least that's how the music industry sees you, as a product.
Right. Have you thought about doing a different name ever?
I have, with my next idea of what I want to do. Yeah, I'm not sure what that would be yet. I have a couple ideas, but yeah, I mean, I've been making a lot of like hyper pop, R&B sort of adjacent things. I'm making demos by myself and having a lot of fun with it. I feel like a lot of music lately and what I've been writing has been a lot about grief and death and anxiety and OCD and just struggling as a person in the world. And I want to have fun. I want to like DJ and write some fun songs that I know people would think it's fun too. So sort of like
whoever that character is, when they're putting stuff out and they're ready, definitely come back on and introduce us to them as well.
Definitely would be glad to.
That would be super fun.
Yeah, that's absolutely. That's one of the things. Like we're in a band together as well, but
cool.
We put our first record out, and you know, you go and you play a release show and you play all the songs, and you're like, we need something more fun,
right?
Like we need upbeat. We need to. So like I've been just super hyper focused on. Okay, how do you shake your ass to this? That's all that matters. Just having fun.
The back of my brain is as a songwriter is always like, as I'm writing lyrics and I'm writing melodies, I'm like, I need to get this out. Sometimes it's harsh. Sometimes it's awful. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's whatever. But then when it comes to the music side of it, it's like, man, I want to make people move. I grew up on like 70s funk, and I want to make people move, man. You know, like, so happy sounding sad songs, man.
That's right.
Happy sounding sad songs.
Oh my God. There's like one song on my record that I think is a really like, okay, you can like dance to this when you're listening to it live. And I saw people kind of like dancing around to that song, and I was like, oh, it feels good. It feels good to make people dance.
Yeah.
I really want that more.
I like making people think, but sometimes I like making people forget.
Really, yeah. I mean, there's space for all of it. All of it has so much value. Yeah.
For sure.
And I definitely could use, I like forgetting.
Yeah.
I like forgetting sometimes.
Oh
I look around, I'm like, oh, real world? Can I not for a little bit?
For a little while.
Can I just
yeah.
Ugh.
That's show culture too. Everyone's drunk and smoking.
Right.
Yeah. They're there to have a good time.
It's an escape. Music's always been an escape. It's all things. It's a mirror. It's a microscope, and it's an escape. And it's like to be able to do all of those things, I think is where like that full artistry comes around. Is if you can kind of like, if you can achieve all those things, you're hitting everything.
Yeah. I like that.
And so I like to think that that's a thing. Speaking of escape, bless you.
Excuse me, Jesus.
Bless you. Gazoon.
I'm so sorry.
Next time, right into the mic. Let's do it. No. But speaking of an escape, I want to move away from some of our listeners and our watchers, those out in the BIMP squad. A lot of them are musicians, a lot of them are songwriters, but a lot of them aren't. So we're getting, we get
into the weeds.
We did some nerdy for those, and now what I want to do is escape a little bit, and we're going to find out what your bacon is. How's that?
What my bacon is?
What your bacon is. Now, bacon, we'll just call it a metaphor for non-meat eaters. Don't fully understand, and so there's an equivalent for sure, but bacon makes everything better. You put it on anything, and it just makes it better.
Topping side or main course.
Topping side, main course. You can candy it for a dessert. You can, it's that thing. So there's those things in life that can be a part of your day, your whole day, or just a little sprinkle of your day, and it still makes your day better, right?
Oh. So gives it the extra zazz.
Exactly. So we've cultivated 7 questions that will lead us to finding out more about what your bacon is. So these are 7 random questions. Maybe we'll go on tangents, maybe we won't, but we're just going to have some fun with it. So it's time for What's Your Bacon in 7 questions.
Yes, let's do it.
Torri, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
All right.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this time?
Yeah, I'll start this time.
You want to start?
I don't remember how we went last time.
I don't either. So you go for it. You ask the first question.
All right, Torri. Question number 1. How many pillows is too many?
There's never too many.
Never too many. Okay. Torri likes a padded room.
Well, I have a lot of stuffed animals, so they kind of count because they're big.
They definitely count. Like the squishmallows are definitely pillows.
Probably like 6 maybe.
6 is too many. 5's okay.
You do have to watch with some of those stuffed animals, because my son and my dog, they have those plastic eyes. Mm-hmm. Those are hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you lay your head down hard on a plastic eye. That sucks for a minute.
It does.
Yep.
This depends on the bed size too. There's a lot of nuance here. I have a queen.
Also true.
Yeah,
that's true. Right? Is it a king size, queen size, or is it like tour van, like bench seat? All those
tour van 3. It's way too much. 2 tops.
Yeah. Well, tour van is like hoodie rolled up around your arm.
Yeah.
On the window. That's all you get.
Also, you mentioned if we're going to count stuffed animals as a pillow, if we're going decorative pillows, those possibilities are endless.
Is a stuffed animal a decorative pillow?
Well, Torri says they're functional as well.
You know what a squishmallow is?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're so mushy.
Yeah. Yeah. The squishmallows are
but like a regular decorative. So, but I think they're better than decorative pillows. I think decorative pillows are lame, but I think stuffed animals are awesome.
Right.
Because they're a thing.
Just recategorize it.
Right? It's not like a soft log. It's like, it's got personality. It's got eyes. It's got a face.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll take a nice stuffed animal over a doily log.
Yeah, right? Like a grandma doily log.
If we're being honest, like what I use,
right?
I probably use 3 when I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 under my head and 1 under my hips.
Yeah.
I do 2 under the head, 1 under the knees.
Yeah, under the knee. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. And if you ever get a chance, I say this all the time.
Singer's reflex. Yeah.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance, cylinder pillow, like a small cylinder. I will sell those.
He's a big proponent of
every single person who goes, I'm between leg pillows or like under the knee pillows. Go for a small cylinder. Change your life.
Yeah.
Totally.
Duly noted. Question number 2, and this is going to be good because you're a fellow New Yorker and you're a Brooklyn person. What is the perfect pizza order?
I don't eat gluten or dairy.
What is your perfect pizza order?
Okay, well, I'm just going to say if I could, what I used to eat was...
What is gluten-free? Gluten-free
I like Hawaiian.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah. Hawaiian's rad.
Yeah.
I think I can tell you're hesitant to say it. And what I do want to say is we've done, 300, 400 of these.
Almost 400 shows.
And it's not as taboo as you'd think.
Yeah. More people like it than don't. That's one of those online falsehoods.
It's one of those, there's like that really vocal minority that makes it suck for everybody else.
That's true fake news.
That is
the real fake news.
That is what we live in this nation. Is just this silent minority of assholes that make it not fun for everybody else. That don't do pineapple on pizza
and are missing out on life.
Exactly.
Which is why they're so mad all the time.
Right. That's why they're so grumpy, because they need a little pineapple.
Need a little pineapple in their life. Have you always been gluten-free, dairy-free, or is that recent? Is that like, did you used to eat pizza and then now you don't eat any pizza at all, or do you go for gluten-free, dairy-free and still do it, or are you just like, nah, that's not real, so I'm not gonna do it?
Well,
what's your vibe?
I've been gluten-free, dairy-free for a decade now. That was
okay.
In middle school. I went to a nutritionalist because I grew up. Every time I ate, it would hurt, and I just thought that was normal. It's so sad.
Yeah.
And I went to the doctor, and they're like, "You're allergic." It's like, okay, that makes perfect sense. So
there you go.
I mean, I'll go for like a Daiya frozen pizza every once in a while. I need a pizza fix, but I prefer like sushi and tacos. That's like my 2 food groups right there.
Tacos and pizza are my 2 food groups. Tacos are the greatest thing. Sushi's a close third for me.
I really got to applaud you for you saying that you started like a decade ago, because I do know from a decade ago versus now, or the stuff that's available to people who eat gluten-free and dairy-free and stuff. Yeah.
A decade ago, it was
worlds
rough.
apart.
It was rough.
Worlds apart. My brother-in-law has been gluten-free for a really long time, dairy-free for a really long time, and I try to like avoid some dairy here and there because it doesn't love me. Right. And as much as I love it, so when you brought up the Daiya cheese, I'm all there. I'm there for it.
Good.
Umberto's offers it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I just have to choose the right cuisines, honestly. And I've just changed the way that I eat instead of trying to make it work. So you go to an American restaurant and they're going to give you a salad with like olive oil as dressing.
Right.
Like you can't eat anything, but eat tacos or Ethiopian, Indian, you're good.
Yeah.
Indian food's so good. We were just talking about it the other day, and our singer in our band together, we're 3 singers in a band with a singer. So
yeah.
But he was talking the other day about getting Indian food, and I was super jealous. I was just like, oh man, I haven't had it in so long. But he also drinks glasses of milk for pleasure, which I think is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy talk to me. How could you do that?
We once FaceTimed him. We were recording here and making some moves, and we wanted to get his approval. So we FaceTimed him. As we FaceTimed him, he was just hanging out in his scrubs and drinking a glass of milk. And we were like, "Are you drinking? That's a glass of milk?"
Right.
He's like, "Yeah, man. That's what I do." I was like, "Okay,
cookies, cool. Cake. What are you? Dessert? What are you doing right now?" And he was like, "Nope, just
milk,
a la carte." Just
to each their own.
Yeah. I was like, have at it, dude. Have at it.
Exactly. All right. Question number 3. What's something you're a snob about?
Yeah, admit it right now.
A snob. Oh, I don't know.
Like some people are coffee snobs.
That's this guy.
Like this guy right here.
Yeah.
I drink it black. It can't suck.
It's fair, man. It's fair. I don't equate snobbery with a negative thing.
Right.
But super particular, but snob's a more fun way to say it.
I really don't know. What I snob about? Probably lighting.
Lighting?
Yeah, like
No.
Okay, explain.
I will like I have so many sensory issues that like the bulbs need to be what I want them to be. No big light, low watts. Like, and the lighting has to be right. I will go into places and like I'll be hanging out with someone and be like, this lamp needs to be off, or make the lighting perfect. But I don't know if that's snobbery or not. Maybe that's just my.
We'll count it.
But
yeah, we'll count it. Yeah, it works. It's choosy. It's going. This isn't right. It needs to be right. We need to change it.
I'll count it. I feel like I'm pretty relaxed about most things. So
it's okay to be snobbish about certain things. I think it is. I think you gotta
totally.
I think it's good to be particular because that means that you care and you have opinions,
right?
And you're not just gonna sit there and not say them and not and suffer in a bright LED blinding ass light.
I got to tell you, I was just going to say, we've all played that show with all of the fluorescent lights on.
Yeah.
And it sucks the vibe out. It sucks. Yeah. It's not fun.
It ruins vibe. Yeah. And my girlfriend, I have a couple of LED lights that I took home from our rehearsal studio that I just put on my on the back wall on my computer just because I need some light there and I didn't want to buy something. And so I do that and I bring it low and everything, but she's sensitive to LED light because she runs lights for shows and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, can you not while I'm here? I'm like, all right, you got it. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
I need a couple lamps and a couple candles and I'm good. I have a lamp in every corner of my room and in most rooms in my house. I love lamps.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love lamp.
I love lamp. I just thought that myself too.
Yeah.
It's great.
We're children. I've just been I was looking at light bulbs yesterday.
So that's what you do when you're an adult.
That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. I was looking at light bulbs yesterday. And they have soft white LED bulbs that Bluetooth to your phone, which is crazy to me. But what they do is you can make them flicker like candles.
Yeah.
I have some of
and
those.
I was like, what?
I have it in my front yard door light.
I'm ready to put that in every fixture in my apartment. It's just I just want flickering candlelight everywhere because I love that. I think it's great.
Yes. We have a lamp that's overhanging the staircase, the dark dungeon staircase that leads up into our apartment, and we just leave it on, and it's a flickering light. And it's so nice.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. I love it. I want them outside too, because then I feel like it's those old timey, you'd have to light the
by
candle
gaslight,
by gaslight type thing. So it's very noir, which I'm a fan of. All right, cool. Question number 4. True or false question this time.
Okay.
Cereal is a soup.
False.
False. Defend yourself. Or explain. What brought you to false? I'm not saying you're right or wrong. There's no right or wrong answer.
Except for the wrong one.
Except for
the right one.
I think it's... No, totally.
No.
I see it more as a dessert or a snack.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's too sweet. Soup is hot. Well, I guess soup can be, I don't know, but it's savory. Cereals, that's a dessert for me at least. I like Captain Crunch.
Depends on the cereal. I mean, if you get there are definitely cereals that I wouldn't pass off as sweet. I think like plain Cheerios would go more as savory.
It's crunchy though.
Yeah.
This is crunchy. That's true.
But would you put like those like that trend where they put milk and ice and fruit
Yes.
in a bowl? Like you wouldn't call that soup.
Milk, ice, and fruit. Yeah.
Could
I
you?
would.
Could you? You could.
Fruit
It's a
soup.
liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like when I was growing up, my mom used to make as like a treat. She would do frozen blueberries,
Mhm.
and we were poor. She would put frozen blueberries in a bowl with a little bit of milk and then a little sugar. And
I still do that.
I still do that
Yeah.
too, because like I came up on it and I was like, this is my thing. I
Mhm.
like this.
It's a good dessert.
And it makes the milk blueberry.
Yeah,
I do
blueberry
almond
milk is great.
I do almond milk and soy milk and
I
all the
love
other
soy.
milk.
I like soy.
I'm an oat milk guy. I know you scoff at that, but
You're a what?
I'm an oat milk guy, but you scoff.
I don't scoff at it. It's just dirty water. Is what it is.
It is.
That's all it is. Like there's nothing in it that can help you at all. It's just dirty water. But I mean, it's not unlike like almond milk's dirty water too, and it uses up a lot of water. So you know, and soy can hurt. Everything can hurt you.
Right.
Everything can hurt you.
Anything in excess is gonna hurt you.
Come on.
Yeah. All right. Question number 5: gift cards. Lame gift idea or great gift idea?
Heading into the holiday season. Now, as a giver or a receiver, do you like giving gift cards? Do you hate giving gift cards? If you were to receive a gift card, is that cool, or does that say like I didn't even think about you?
I think it's cool if it's treating someone because they have to spend the money there. So, like, this is really goofy. It's fine. I'll say it. I got a gift card a couple years ago. My ex gave me to Victoria's Secret for $69.
Oh, look at that.
Well,
and that was great because it was like thoughtful, funny. I had to spend it
there. That is clever.
Like,
right.
I never would have spent that much money there. Probably just go to Target, get what I need. You know? So, sure. I think if it's done right, I think a gift card's great.
Nice.
I never really thought about that, like using the gift card to create the story or the joke or whatever, like the numerical values.
I like
that a lot.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I think that is funny. I like that. It's like that's one of those like oh my god, really? And then it's like nice.
Exactly.
I mean, not that I'm pro gift card. Like, please give me gift cards.
Yeah, I like it
because I'm an annoying musician that wants certain gear. And
don't get me
certain things.
Don't give me the caution strap guitar.
Yeah, guitar center gift card. Are you kidding? That'd be awesome.
If you give me a set of 10 gauge strings with an unwound G string, God help you. God help you.
Well, you'll give that to me.
I'll give that to you. You're right.
Yeah, I'm pro gift card actually. Yeah.
Yes, I like them.
I am too.
Yeah.
I am too. Especially for touring musicians. So all of you,
gas cards.
All of you Torri fans, gas cards.
They're about to
go. They're about to go. They're going to go on tour again.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Gas cards. Buc-ee's.
I need it. A minivan guzzles.
Some
sheets.
Wawa. Wawa.
Totally. Loves.
Yes, absolutely loves.
Yeah, plenty of showers.
You can shower there. Oh. And they're decent. They're decent showers. All right. Question number 6. We only got 2 more of these. Question number 6. This one's a little past relevant, but still close enough for us as of this taping. You get to pick one Halloween costume from your past to wear every day. What are you going with?
Vampire.
Vampire it is.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one because you're always just vampires are usually put together.
You got to do it all though. You got to do it all. You can't half-ass it. So whatever your Halloween costume was, like if you were all full of blood as your vampire, you got to be all full of blood every day.
Uh-oh. She's frozen.
Lost you.
You froze in the best pose though. You froze like this.
It was like well, I actually have a different answer too. I could also say this. I forgot. I answered too quickly because I would like to be a vampire because I think it'd be really fun, the ears and teeth and everything, to always be dressed up as that. But every year I dress up as the same thing. So this should have been my real answer. But you know The Incredibles? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know Violet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Violet's love interest, his name is Tony Reidinger.
Torri Weidinger.
Torri Weidinger.
Ah, I love that.
That is awesome.
I love that.
It's pretty awesome, and I really look like him too. It's the
That's
easiest costume because he just wears like a blue turtleneck with like black.
Yeah,
pants.
Right. That's fantastic.
So that's my alternative option.
If I were to
I like
dress
both
up,
of those.
if I were to dress up like anybody from The Incredibles, it'd be Ida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you had to use one of your Halloween costumes? What would you be?
Oh man.
I don't think we've
I don't
ever
know.
asked ourselves this one.
Yeah, no.
I don't
no.
think we-
I mean, the one we did this year was a lot of fun. I hated the makeup though.
Yeah.
But if we're not playing a show, it'd be fine.
We were Day of the Dead band. We kind of looked like we were from Encanto.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was like it was more Coco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
More Coco. Yeah. You look like King Diamond though.
I did Timu King Diamond, and
Mhm.
it was awful because I have my long hair and didn't have it back and just kept caking in my face, and
oh no.
I was like,
The perils of playing in face paint.
yeah.
Yeah.
Zero out of 10.
That's-
Would not recommend.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe.
That's why Kiss wears wigs.
Yeah, makes sense.
I guess.
Maybe.
That's why Kiss is not real.
Yeah,
They're holograms.
we're selling their holograms.
I would be Jeffrey Lebowski every day. Jeffrey Lebowski.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Was my most comfortable Halloween, other than when I was 70s track team and I was just in like
short
shorts and
It's kind of fun.
that would be it.
I do go back to the Halloween that I was a cheerleader though.
Yeah, skirts are really comfortable.
They're more comfortable than they have any business being.
I was Dorothy one year. The band was we did the Wizard of Oz thing, and I was Dorothy, and it was the most comfortable I've ever been on stage.
Yeah,
I was like,
That's awesome.
this is fantastic.
Yeah.
it was uncomfortable for other people.
It was not. I was a sassy Southern belle, and people loved me for it.
But yeah.
I know that people were uncomfortable with me in the dress.
Mm. It's because you didn't go method. I went method.
Yeah, I did.
I was a sassy Southern belle the whole time.
I went method. I didn't have shorts underneath. Come on, go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
All right. We're here at question number 7. It's not the last question because we like to lie like that. Yes. I don't know. But
Oh, are we doing
It
another
is-
question?
there's always the 8th.
Okay. All right.
Question number 7. What is one thing you thought you'd never do and you now love doing? And on the other side of the coin, what's one thing you thought you would love doing and since you've done it, you will never do it again?
Well, first one's easy. Smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunate. Love that. I smoked my first cigarette like a year ago. Now I'm like, oh, but it's so nice.
Explain the allure to me. Explain the allure to me because I never got it. Right? Like
Cigarettes?
Yes, because when I tried smoking cigarettes, every time I ever took a cigarette, I never got the goodness from it. Now, full disclosure, I've tried a great many things in my time on this earth, and a great many of those things I thought I would not like, and some of them went, "Wow, okay, I get it. I can never do this again because I like it way too much." Cigarettes, I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's lucky. That's lucky you. That's good. Yeah. I think there's a couple things. I mean, just like physically, the head rush of it is really nice.
Sure.
I feel like the first time I smoked a cigarette was like a few months after I moved to New York. So it's 24. And my dad used to smoke, and I lost my dad when I was pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in this weird spot emotionally, and I wanted to try it to try to like connect with him and smell the smell, because he would smoke Marlboro.
Okay.
Reds.
Yeah.
And I had my best friend at the time was smoking a lot too. So we just went out and would smoke a lot, and then it kind of got me hooked on it. And I've been like on and off, like smoking them regularly and not. But I think second of all, the allure to it is a smoke break, which there's so many of those. You go to shows, you go to restaurants, and it's a way to escape the function. And I'm so introverted that it's so nice to just be like, okay, I'm gonna go on a smoke break now.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, and it's also like you can do that without actually smoking a cigarette. You can go stand outside for a few minutes if you want to. So, like, I've done that more recently too. Just being like, I'm gonna go on my smoke break and just go.
Time out.
Totally, which is very necessary for neurodivergent people.
I'm not very introverted, but I'm still like, I get it. I'm like, oh, I need to pause. I need to pause this for a minute. Yeah. I'll be back. But right now I just need to get the hell away from all of this. Like a second. So that makes sense. All right. I totally get that.
Also, you look cool as hell when you smoke cigarettes. So
that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
You know what's not cool, and it's something that I did.
What's that?
There was like a short stint of time that I smoked cloves.
You know what? But it still looks the same. I really thought that you were going to say that like you like did like dip.
No.
I was going to be like, oh,
that's gross.
That's awful. What the hell?
Yeah.
But I forgot, like, I grew up in Indiana. I moved to New York. It's not the same.
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends in Indiana that always walked around.
No, I did the cloves because, like, my friends, they were cigarette smokers, and I was like Forrest Gump, like, sorry, I ruined your New Year's Eve party, Lieutenant Dan. She tasted like cigarettes. And I went to cloves, and I was like, well, at least this doesn't taste better to me. You know, like, I could do that. And I did for a little while, and then I was just like, there was like this law that went into effect in New York, which made because they were like, well, it tastes better, so it's appealing to kids, and so you need to raise the price and reduce the count of the thing and stuff. And I was like, wow, this sounds like a big to-do.
Right.
I'm going to stop that.
Right. We'll still sell bubblegum cigarettes, though, that blow smoke out the end.
They don't have those anymore.
Candy cigarettes. They have them at candy shops.
Do they?
Yeah, they still do.
Are they? They're probably from the 80s still, though.
Well, yeah, it's like candy corn. They never made new ones.
Right. They fish them out and they rinse them off and
they just keep giving
them.
you. They keep packaging up the same ones from last year.
That's funny.
All right, and then the second part of that question was the one thing you thought that you'd love that you'll never do again.
Hookup culture.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
That can do that.
Yeah, totally. I was such a late bloomer, and so I've only been in one relationship, and it was almost 4 years. So really, I was single for the first time when I was like 22 in the past 3 years.
Right.
So I like immediately went into that. So it was sort of the culture of my generation and whatever, but definitely do not enjoy. So not me at all.
I think everybody reserves the right at one time in their life to go on a little bit of a trampage, and then realize that, like, all right, maybe this isn't for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I like highly respect, and I think it's so awesome when people can do it. I'm like, if you're capable of that, then that, and like still like having boundaries for yourself and love for others and like being respectful and whatnot. I think that's really incredible. Like probably way more advanced than someone who can't, you know? So it's never like, I never have any like judgment or anything towards people who can. I'm always like, wow.
Everybody's got their things. That's what I said. Like everything, try everything once, try it again to see, and then decide.
Learn by experience. Always.
And then move on. And for the people that are into it, hell yeah, go to it.
You do you.
People that don't want to do it, hell yeah, thing. You know, like,
I'm with you 100% on that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I always have to try everything. Yeah.
I can't go by someone telling me. I can't go by someone telling me, you know, like, you don't want to do this. Well, why not? How do you know that I don't want to do it? How do I know that I don't want to do it? Maybe it's my thing.
Well, it's also,
and then I won't know it's my thing because I didn't try.
You're a defiant guy as well.
Well, I want to know what my thing is.
Yeah.
I want to know what my thing is. I don't know unless I figure it out.
Me
The
too.
world is for us to explore, you know?
Yep. Totally. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
As it should.
I agree. I don't act that way, but I do agree.
You acted the perfect way for you.
I did.
That's what you do.
I did.
That's what you do. So all these questions are to find out.
That's what the show is about.
Obviously, like we said, is what's your bacon. So after thinking about Halloween costumes and thinking about hookup culture and cereal soup and and pillows and all that kind of stuff, all these things that were swimming around in your head, what would you say now that we're loose and open? What would you say is your bacon? Now, for some people, bacon is music. Their bacon is music. That's their thing that they can't live without, that needs to be a part of their life, that is there.
Yeah.
For musicians, that's definitely the case, but sometimes because it's kind of what we do, sometimes we need to escape that too.
Yeah.
So, your bacon could be trash TV shows. Your bacon could be hiking. Your bacon could be cooking or like driving fast, or there's any number of things. So what's your thing? What's your unplug? What's your thing that makes your day better? What's the thing that keeps you sane? What's your bacon?
So this can be something that I don't necessarily do every day, but probably like once a week. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
My bacon is swing dancing.
Swing dancing.
That's
sick.
Awesome.
I have to do it often.
Did you take swing dancing lessons? Did you just kind of like learn on the fly? Do you go to places to do this?
I do. I am very mediocre at it, even though I've been doing it forever. But in high school, I would go every Saturday. There'd be a live swing band at Castellano Ballroom in St. Louis, and I'd go with all my friends, and it was always the most fun night ever. And
oh my God, it's so
yeah, so everywhere I go, everywhere I move, I always try to find the local swing dance clubs, and there's one I go to every Monday night in LES, and it's the best time.
nice.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so rad.
I definitely don't have the stamina for swing dancing. Like,
I want to learn.
Oh yeah,
I want to learn 100%.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to learn. I saw Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Yeah,
in Vegas on New Year's Eve. One year. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy was on one side of Fremont Street and the Bangles were on the other side. And I kept running back and forth because I was like, this is the Bangles. And I was like, oh my God, there's swing dancing and Big Bad Voodoo Daddy over here. Like, oh my God, it's the Bangles. I need to see Hazy Shade of Winter. And oh my God. So I did more running than I did swing dancing. But yeah, it's like, I've never seen anybody swing dancing that looked like they were having a bad day.
No.
So fun. And I go to the back room. It's this free swing dance event. It's like the oldest speakeasy in New York. And there's live musicians playing swing, big band music
so cool.
all night long. There's 3 sets. It's usually like a 3-hour night. And it's so fun. I mean, you just dance. You don't have to talk or do anything. Usually you can go with someone and dance with them the whole time, or you can go alone and dance with random people, take breaks, have a drink, or you don't have to drink. Like, it's just as fun. It's like total release. Dancing has always been a release for me. I'm not a dancer, but moving my body in that way and just sort of letting go is like the best feeling. It's so fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
That.
So you got to make a swing album at some point.
That would be awesome. Yeah, right? That would be awesome. Never
right? Like, come on, like it's in your bones. You got to do it.
I mean, it's like I like that it has nothing to do with me though. That's
true.
Like,
that's true. You don't want to make it work.
Yeah,
turn it into work. Yeah. I
totally.
get that too.
That's what we do. We I love doing this. Let's make it a job.
Let's make it a job.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's a special thing. That's a special thing to do also. Yeah.
But that's the first time. That's a first.
I love that one. Like we've gotten, plants and we've gotten
plants, cooking, like
and,
I said, hiking, working on cars, motorcycles,
movie stuff, but
stuff.
Like, dance and like dance in general hasn't really been brought up much.
And swing dancing specifically.
And swing specifically, like it's a thing I really I appreciate a lot. I watch Dancing with the Stars, so I know how rigorous all that stuff is from watching. Not from experience, but
as soon as I hear
tried.
As soon as I hear the word swing dancing, like in the back of my brain, I hear ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba, like I hear like it just happens. There's a soundtrack to it that plays in my head that's joyous.
Yeah. And I also know from wedding experience that when a swing song comes on, I'm super hyped about it. And about quarter way through the song, I'm like, all right, cool. I think I'm done here.
I'm gonna die.
So 3 hours of that is hats off to you.
It's so fun because it's so old timey. I wish I was born in that era of big band music, and it's so fun to I miss that human connection thing where you're literally just dancing with one person. It's just you and that's it. And sometimes you won't even catch their name. They won't even ask you your name. You're just
right. It's just you connect on the movement.
Yes,
that's it.
Yeah, that's so cool. I really love that. Yeah. That's great. How long have you been when did you discover that was like a thing for you?
Growing up in church. It's definitely a church thing to do.
Was
in high
it
school.
A church thing? That's cool.
The culture of the church that I grew up going to in high school, everyone knew of this place. Pasaloma Ballroom. It's like a pretty famous ballroom. A lot of wedding receptions there. It's huge. It's a huge dancing floor. There's a huge stage, and it's 10-piece band that plays on Saturday nights. So there'd be a group of 20 kids that would go every Saturday, and it was so fun. There's always a lesson before. The first hour is teaching you the basic moves and a couple dips and spins and fun little tricks. In high school I was better at it because all the boys knew how to do flips and turns and just kind of get thrown around, which is so fun. It's you're being led around, and when someone else knows how to do it too, it's really fun because But I feel like I know a few moves now that whenever I take someone dancing, I can show them the basic moves. So I'm usually, sometimes I'll lead, sometimes I'll follow. But yeah, really fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
There was that period in I think it was the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, where that whole genre,
Brian Setzer,
that
Squirrel Nut Zippers,
whole thing Squirrel Nut Zippers, they were so great.
Yeah.
In the afterlife. Yeah. Oh my God, they were so great.
Yeah, and getting dressed up for an event. I miss that feeling of I'm going to dance tonight. I gotta wear something flowy and fun. Yeah.
I love the idea of one of my bacons is probably dressing in a way that's kind of dressing up for things.
Yeah.
I love doing it for shows. I love a performative outfit. I really love that. I love when your clothes say something.
Yes.
So yeah, there's that visual of what the swing dancing attire is as well, pops in your head. There's a whole aesthetic to it. It's so cool. Yeah.
Love it.
That and the two genres that pop for me when I think of that are swing dancing and disco.
Yeah.
That have a full
where it's a vibe.
There's a whole thing attached to it. That's your clothes, that's your movements,
style,
that's the style of the place that you're in. They're very capture time in a bottle type thing, and then recreate that time when you're in it. I think that's super cool. I like that a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, nice. Really fun.
That's super cool. Well, thank you so much for that, and thank you for hanging out with us for so long today. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
I hope I know we started out hashtag professional. I hope as your first podcast appearance, this was a fun one.
It was so fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Cool.
They're not going to be as fun after this. I'm sorry. They're not.
It's all downhill from here.
You're going to compare everything to us, and you're going to be like, you're first. You always remember your first.
I was first.
You had to be the guy to do it. Good. Glad you did it.
No, this is awesome. You guys asked really great questions. It was fun to hang.
Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, this is what this is about. This is about hanging out. This is not about shilling to anybody. I mean, a little bit, but
although everybody that's listening, please go check out I'm a Bunny with Tunnel Vision. The whole record is great. The videos are really cool.
Yes.
Check out those two. Jump on the YouTube. If you want to follow Torri and find out where they're playing shows and where they're touring, let everybody know like the socials or where they can follow you or how you want people to be able to kind of like get in touch with you if you're not crazy on socials. Let us all know what's up.
Yeah, probably Instagram is where I'm most active, but my Instagram is just Torri Weidinger, and my link tree is on there. Also, any shows that I post will be on my Spotify as well, but those are the top two places. But also all the other socials as well, but it's pretty easy to find me. My name is weird. So yes, please check it out and listen to my songs.
Awesome. Yeah, go listen. Go stop what you're doing now. Go listen. You finished the episode. Do it. Listen twice.
Yeah, listen twice. Well,
listen twice.
Do everything twice. Check everything out twice.
That's right.
Big Red Eyes is definitely worth seeing twice because there's lots of things in that video you should see.
Yeah, totally.
Little things that happen.
Yeah,
go check out. Thank you again for hanging with us. Thank you everybody for listening, and remember to ask yourselves every day a super important question because we know it's rough out there. But for you listening, what is that thing for you? What is your swing dance? What is your thing that's top inside a main course in your life that makes your day a little bit better, that makes everything a little bit cooler?
What adds the zazz?
What adds the zazz? Ask yourself a very simple question. What's the question?
Me? What about Torri? Torri, do you remember what the question is?
What is your bacon? Boom. Mic drop.
Boom goes the dynamite.